So we've got this bottle of, oh, wherever the fuck it went. There it is. Somewhere. Lord, where is it? There it is. Of Marvel Mystery Oil that has been sitting in here for God knows how long. My dad never bought it. I don't buy it. I think a friend had it, but anyway, appears to be half a bottle. And it's just been sitting in here, and I think I'm gonna dump this in my Jeep and see if it does anything. Fuck. Don't really know if y'all can tell or not, but I don't really give a shit, and I don't really think this stuff does anything. I think it's mostly snake oil. Heat and Seafoam are about the only things I've seen that actually do anything in my totally inexperienced experience. I have a feeling that this stuff is, like I said, mostly snake oil. I mean, it smells like peppermint oil. It's a dead giveaway. It smells like peppermint oil and carb cleaner. Anyway, my Jeep's been getting shitty fuel economy lately, so I'm gonna dump some of this in there and see if it does anything. I would bet dollars to donuts that it doesn't, but I don't want any donuts, so I'm not gonna bet anybody anything. Also, Pabst Blue Ribbon sucks. I hate it. I haven't drank this shit in like 5 years, and I bought it to give it another chance, and it's okay. It's not great. I'm an Ice House guy. Alright, the reason why I'm looking into this is because I've been getting really shit gas mileage in the Jeep lately. I'm hoping it's just shitty winter gas during COVID. All the refineries have been shut down. No one's buying gas. Gas has been sitting for longer. There's probably more varnish in a lot of the tanks and stuff like that. Just the general quality of gas has taken a downtick. I'm hoping that's contributing it to, but I keep autistically detailed records for everything with this car, especially gas mileage. Like, I have a whole massive Excel spreadsheet where I know the gallons and the MPGs for every single tank I run through this car. I make note of any time I do anything I think might impact fuel economy, like I work on the fuel system, or I change brakes, or tires get swapped, etc., get in alignment, that sort of stuff, so that I can check to see when things make a difference. And recently she's been not nosediving, but steadily declining, and she's sort of settled at about 19 miles per gallon, which is not good because I was averaging 21 before I changed these tires. So I'm real disappointed in that. And I'm wondering if I might be able to do something about that, because I've changed everything on the car already. Parts are not a problem. I'm wondering if I might have like buildup on the valves or something like that. And I run STP high mileage fuel treatment through this thing about once every 10,000 miles, because it's like $1.50 for a bottle of the stuff. So I just buy one and dump one in my mom's car and dump one in mine. And that's done me well. I know it doesn't do anything at this point in time. The first time I put it in the car, my fuel economy jumped by like 10 to 15% because the previous owner didn't take any care of this vehicle. And after that, it's just stayed level. I haven't noticed it change anything in my fuel economy. But I'm wondering if trying a different fuel treatment might do something. I've dumped Seafoam in my tank before, and it didn't do anything. I always add Seafoam to my crankcase because this V6 PowerTech tends to be very sludgy, and I've noticed that Seafoam, all the fucking vitamins and minerals that it puts into my crankcase, really help keep down the sludge, which I like. So I keep adding that to my crankcase, and I really think it helps disperse a lot of the sludge buildup from the Castrol GTX high mileage I normally use. So I keep using that, and I put that in everything I drive, especially if it's a new vehicle or a vehicle I don't know the history of. I love to put that stuff in there, like, 500 miles before an oil change. The oil comes out like ink black, and then it looks fine every oil change after that. Well, maybe 2 after that. So I swear by that. But anyway, I'm interested to see if this Marvel Mystery Oil does anything, especially since I have the bottle for free, and why the fuck not? Probably going to use this up within 3 weeks, so we'll see if something happens to my fuel economy. I'm hoping it goes up. Hoping it cleans something up, but we'll see. Anyway, quick aside on tires. I got these Pirelli Scorpions. These are 245/70 R16s. So far, I am impressed with their performance off-road. I am not, well, and their performance on-road. Just from a performance standpoint, they do well. They don't get great fuel economy, as I've noted. But they do grip in mud, and that was the big thing I was concerned about. They seem to wander a little bit on sand more than I would like, but that's not a big deal. But they're really grippy in mud for not being a mud tire. That's the reason why I picked them. Also because they were the only other thing in my price range that was available at the time. I think I wanted Wranglers before this, or whatever they're called. Wrangler ATs. But I could not get them. I tried 2 different places, and they told me they were in stock, and I bought them, and then 2 weeks later they sent me a thing and said, oh yeah, we lied, fuck off, here's your money back. So I eventually went and spent slightly more and got these, and they're good. Fuel economy's not that great. They didn't come in white wall, which I was disappointed about. Normally there's one side that's white wall, one side that's not. Both of these were black, so I had to paint all the letters. But their off-road performance has been decent. They're not terribly loud. So I don't really know what I was expecting, but they did everything I hoped they would do. Previously I had Cooper Discoverers AT3s. Or maybe just AT3s. And I got these on clearance. They were half off. I got them for $75 a pop, which is a screaming deal on Cooper's. I am really impressed. This is a brand new tire, by the way, which is why I kept it. I'm really impressed with their performance on road from a fuel economy standpoint. I was getting 21 miles a gallon with an AT tire, which was like 10% better than the on-road tires I had previously. This Jeep, when I bought it, had 235/75 R15s on it, on Wrangler rims. And when I got sick of getting stuck in the mud with those, because I kept getting stuck in the mud driving to places at work, because I live out in the sticks, and I go out and drive to random places and God knows where nobody knows where I am, and then I get stuck in the road pulling over, because I leave 2 wheels on the asphalt, 2 in the mud, so that I can get out. But then I didn't have a limited slip diff, so then I just put it in 4-wheel drive, and then both wheels spun, and these didn't, which always sucked ass. But anyway, I got better tires now and have a limited slip diff, so I don't get stuck anymore. But I went back to the original OEM wheels for the Liberty, and I got Discoverers, and great gas mileage, really hard tire, great tread life. I hear they are absolute garbage on ice and snow, but as evidenced by the Palmettos and the river, I am in a subtropical climate. I'm in Charleston, and I don't got to worry about any of that. These did okay during the snowpocalypse. We had an inch of freezing rain followed by 8 inches of snow, which was absolutely unheard of. I think it was like a 100-year record. And we did okay. Almost slid off the road a couple of times because they didn't grip, but it was better than all the people who had, non-winter road tires and not 4-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. But I did all right. So if you drive on the road a lot and you're not worried about Carolina clay like I am, or getting stuck in mud on the side of a wetland, go for this Discoverers. I mean, they're fine on gravel. They're pretty good in sand. They're better than these Pirellis in sand, I think. These Pirellis fishtail a lot in sand. They wander around, but they do bite. These stop really well. The Coopers don't stop very well on asphalt. These stop great on asphalt, and great on dirt as well. But anyway, I'm rambling about tires now. We're here to talk about Marvel Mystery Oil. So I'm going to dump that in my gas tank the next time I get gas, and I'm going to add the appropriate amount for the amount of gas I add every time. So I usually fill up after 300 miles, so I'm usually putting 15 to 16 gallons in my gas tank. So I'll dump 8 ounces the first time and then 6 every time until I use up the bottle. And we'll see if my fuel economy changes or not, or if I end up on the side of the road because this stuff went bad sitting in the garage for 15 years. We'll see. Well, here's my gas log that I've been, running since 2016. And if you look here from February of 2020, you see I'm averaging like 21 miles a gallon. And then if you flip ahead to February of 2021, I am getting 19, just under 20, 19, 19, 19, 19 and a half, a little over 20, in the 18s, below 18, and 19. So my gas mileage has taken a shit in the last year, and I'm hoping that's mostly because over yonder right here in May of 2020 I got new tires, and my gas mileage, noticeably dipped because of that. Bigger tire, heavier tire, diameter slightly larger, I believe. So it just sort of messes with the calculation because the speedometer is not exactly the same. Also, the tire's heavier, so I'm moving more, so it costs more energy to move. But as you can see, it was still staying decent. Big dip there. I always get worse gas mileage. Actually, it's usually, I was having overheating issues, so it wasn't a stellar year, but did dip down considerably, and it's staying down, and it should be on the uptick, and it seems to be getting worse. So hopefully this red juice does something. Oh, it was too much. We actually got 20 and a half that go around, so this may be pointless. Also, that old dude over there just drove backwards through the parking lot and then ran over a cone and then drove away with the cone over there, and now the dude who works the pumps, who has I don't know how to say this politely, a bit mentally deficient, is over there rambling to the incoherent senile old guy, so hopefully I'll be able to get the hell out of here. That's all she wrote. Alright, can we get sub 15? There we are. Alright, so went and got gas again, and as you can see, doesn't seem to be doing anything. We got 19 there, but I was hauling a trailer for about, probably 150 miles, so half of that. So, all things considered, that's not terrible for hauling the trailer. But, it seems to have gone up about half a mile an hour, or half a mile per gallon, which a lot of people would think would be good, but I think that's more to do with the fact that it's just been warmer this week, so I get better gas mileage. I would expect at least a 1 mile per gallon jump. So I think this Marvel mystery oil is mysteriously doing fuck all. Alright, so rather than just, continue to buy Marvel mystery oil and have it do nothing, I'm going to run Seafoam through my engine now, just because I happen to have Seafoam and because I use it in my oil change. I'm currently doing a cold swap on the Jeep, so I'm letting it dribble. And I always run Castrol GTX high mileage, 5W30, and 5.5 ounces of Seafoam in the crankcase. Now, what that Seafoam does in the crankcase is it cuts down on sludge, and really that's all it's doing. It also allows you to run a slightly more extended interval. You should always change your oil regularly, but like this go round, I wasn't able to get to my oil just because of work and other obligations, and because I have a massive commute. And it's winter right now. I don't get home until it's already dark, and I don't like changing oil in the dark on a hot car because I burn the absolute hell out of myself right here on this water pump, and right here on the block, trying to get this oil filter out, because I get it from above rather than below, because if you go below, you dump oil and sand right into your mouth. Anyway, these Dodge PowerTechs, as well as the Magnums, very sludgy, especially in the V6. So I run Seafoam just to cut down on the sludge. And, it's like another $2 per oil change, so why the hell not? Seems to do good. I'm not going to pretend like it does, magic stuff. So I'm kind of interested to run Seafoam through my gas tank now and see if it does anything. Because I just so happen to have enough to treat my entire gas tank. The difference between Marvel Mystery Oil and the Seafoam is I think the Marvel Mystery Oil is it's less than $5 for 32 ounces, and the Seafoam is $7 for 12 or 16, or it might be $6 for 16. And it says to do 1 ounce per gallon in your fuel tank up to 2. And I think what I've got right there after I'm get my oil squared away is probably going to be like 22 ounces. And I've got a 20.5 gallon gas tank I just topped off and have only driven like 2 miles. So I think I'm going to dump both of those in there. And we'll see if it does something on the next oil change or on the next fill up. We shall see. It's getting warmer. It keeps getting colder. It's chilly today. It's like 50 something. It was like 80 last week. Anywho, I'm gonna quit rambling. I'm gonna finish my oil change before I forget what I'm doing and blow up my engine. And we'll dump this Seafoam in here and see if something happens in a couple of days. Well, there's the old oil, and as you can see, it is black. That is 4,800 mile oil. Only been in the Jeep for, I don't know, not even 3 months, I don't think. I drive a lot, probably 2 months. Ignore the chunks, those are already in there. But yeah, you see just how black it is, and that's with cold oil. That's what I really attribute to the Seafoam, is the fact that it's able to hold all of this stuff in suspension, even with cold oil. That's really the only reason I use it, is it seems to really add a lot to that castrol without me having to go buy the super platinum edge package that costs like $10 more for a jug, when instead I can use $2 worth of Seafoam and get roughly okay results. I mean, this isn't full synthetic, but I change my oil so often that I'm not worried about, not running full synthetic. The issue with full synthetic is you get brazen, you get hotty, you go, I can go 10,000 miles in my oil change, and your car blows up after 120,000 miles. So I'm gonna shut up, I'm gonna dump this in there. Turns out these are both brand new, so I kind of don't want to dump both of them in there, but I'm gonna do it anyway. That's gonna be like 26 ounces, I think. Just as a superficial comparison, the Marvel Mystery Oil smells like peppermint, and whatever the hell else I said it smelled like some kind of something else. This smells like acetone and methanol. So this actually smells like it will do something, as subjective as of a test as that is. So I'm gonna get to dumping crap in my fuel tank, and I'm gonna fire up my engine to see whether or not I build oil pressure or not, even though I don't have an oil pressure gauge. So ooh, fun. All right, drink up. Now I did some math, and I probably shouldn't be doing math. No one should be doing math. And I think it worked out to a 32 ounce thing of Marvel Mystery Oil is $4, and so it's like 12.5 cents per ounce. And one of these of Seafoam is $7, and it's half the size, and it's like 44 cents an ounce. So if you treat your fuel tank at the maximum recommended dosage with Marvel Mystery Oil, you get 4 treatments per bottle, or with a 20-gallon gas tank. So that's $1 per treatment, 4 per bottle. Whereas if you do Seafoam, the max treatment is 2 ounces per gallon. So that's what? With my gas tank, it takes 2.5 of those bottles, and that's, I think, like $18 per fuel treatment. So that gives you another comparison as to whether or not these should work, because a $1 gas treatment versus an $18 gas treatment generally indicates that there's something that costs more in this, which would be, complicated surfactants for treating a fuel system. And yeah, but my one other concern is that this is a do-it-all thing. Put it in your crankcase, put it in your fuel system, put it wherever the hell you want, dump it in your transmission, smoke it, whatever, 2 strokes, whatever, diesels, etc., etc. It says it does everything. So it's probably okay at everything at this price, but it's probably not great at one specific thing. But we're going to dump it in here and see what happens, and I'm going to double check the label before I dump 2 of these in here, because I don't want to accidentally put way too much, but I'm pretty sure it says 2 ounces per gallon over here. 2 or more ounces per gallon. So you can go as high as you want. I bet you can run an engine off of this. I think Project Farm did that, but anyway, so 2 ounces per gallon. I got a 20-gallon gas tank. That's 40 ounces at most, and I've got like 27 here. So we're just going to dump both bottles in here and hopefully don't blow up the engine. And hopefully my fuel tank isn't so full that this is going to overflow. We'll see. I think we're good. Well, that was $11 well spent, hopefully. All right, well, we got 50 miles to go till we get back to the gas station, and we appear to be doing pretty good on gas. Mileage appears to be decent. We're at 280, and she's not touching the third mark yet, but it's not, at the middle, so we'll see. This gas gauge is really inaccurate. It likes to tell you you're out when you still got like 3 gallons left in it, and it'll tell you you're, full after you've already burned 5, so whatever. You can't really trust it, but things are looking promising. Not to, let my bias show or anything. Alright, let's hopefully see 16 and a quarter or less. Getting close. Disappointing. Ooh, bang on. Yep, less than 20. Shit. Well, 19.7 miles a gallon is not what I was hoping for. So it looks like neither of them do anything. Well, I mean, the Seafoam probably actually cleans some of the injectors and whatnot. But, yeah. Definitely did not improve fuel economy. We'll give it another tank of gas just to see if it made, some sort of long-term difference. Maybe 2. I don't know. Whenever the hell I decide to finish editing this video. But I'm just going to keep running gas through it. I'll give it another 2, and then we'll see what it shows. And we'll see if it jumped up or not, or if the weather changes and it jumps up because of that. I don't know. We'll see. But I'd like to see it above 20 on average. That would be nice again. We're 260-ish this go-around. Not to the gas station yet. And, yeah, I was pulling the trailer again today, and I was creeping all over the place off-road yesterday. So, probably not going to get the best gas mileage, but, we'll see. I've been surprised before. Well, we got 19.7 again, so, I don't think it's fucking doing anything. So, did Marvel Mystery Oil or Seafoam do anything to my Jeep? I'll let you be the judge. Except it didn't. I don't think it fucking did anything. I mean, the Seafoam might have cleaned the injectors or the intake valves or something, but nothing that made any difference as far as fuel economy goes. Really, as you can tell by the fact that I'm wearing short sleeves now, it's like 80 out today because it's warm now, so that's probably making more difference than any of this stuff did. So yeah, I mean, if you buy a new car and you have no idea about the condition, I mean, go for it. But I mean, I think pretty much any fuel injector cleaner will work. I still think Marvel Mystery Oil is snake oil, but, STP, heat, well, heat's more so just for watering the gas. Seafoam, anything like that, should probably do something. I know the first time I used it in my Jeep, it did a world of good, but every time after that, it did nothing. So anyway, I don't know why you watched this video, because nothing happened the entire time, and I just rambled like an idiot. But if you like this kind of stuff, go down there, give me a like, comment, tell me if Seafoam or Marvel Mystery Oil work for you. Tell me what has worked for you, whether you use gum out, STP, etc., whatever flavor you like. If you like this kind of garbage, you gotta subscribe. Go down there, smash that subscribe button. Until next time, I'm out.